everybody, welcome back to Cool Start. I'm Fallon. So today we're gonna go and mow a retention pond that you guys haven't seen before. It's another one that we have a contract with and we've done work on in the past. We've dredged it out, cleaned out the main channel, things like that. So I'm gonna show you guys that, but along with that, we're going to take a look at some new equipment that you guys haven't seen before, that we picked up not that long ago. And I'm also throughout the video going to try and update you about what's been going on, why the videos have kind of slowed down, and my plans moving forward, and kind of what I'm trying to accomplish. So I'll see you guys when we get to the pond, so we can take a look at our new setup. So we're out here, but before we take a look at our new piece of equipment, so this is our area. We're gonna get all this stuff that's on this steep incline on both sides that the other contractor isn't able to get. They contract someone else to mow the bulk of this area. It wraps around, goes around that corner, and it turns into something like a 7-acre retention pond. They've got somebody that could do that for a way better price. We don't have the equipment for that, but what we do have the equipment for is getting down in here. So before, we came in and dredged, and I might have some footage of it that I can add in, but we came in and dredged out about 3 foot of material. This used to hold water up in this area really badly, and you could see that concrete bottom in there. Before, the water was so high that you couldn't see the concrete bottom. Matter of fact, you could see the water level over there of where it used to sit, and pretty much about right here down was so packed full of sediment that none of this would drain. So we came in, dredged all that out, removed the material, and now whenever it gets bad enough, they call us out to come and mow these edges. So that's what we're gonna do. I guess I've also got to get in there and mow that, but that's not a huge deal. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and get unloaded and get started on this. So before we get to work, let's talk about the new equipment, aka this trailer, real quick. It is a 2026 30-foot full hydraulic tilt 26K GVRW trailer. And so you can see it's got the dual rams, your safety locks, the hydraulic setup is in there. I also put a remote kit on it, so that's what this is. That way I can unload from my machine and load up from the machine. And then there's a few more things that need to happen to it. So I've got a 450 amp alternator on this truck from running winches when I was doing lots of off-road stuff, and I put quick connects that run to the front and back with 0 gauge wire through the truck, and so I could move my winch from the front of the truck to the back of the truck. Well, they make a solar kit to put on these trailers to charge them like that, but I figured it'd be way more efficient for me to make a pigtail that I can connect to my truck. That way, that battery, as long as the truck is connected, that battery's charging, and also when the truck is connected, it's getting help from the dual batteries in the truck, whether the truck's on or off. So I made that pigtail and ran wires along the frame here into the box. That way that battery is always charged and I don't have to worry about it. And really that's all there is to say about it. There's a few more modifications I want to make. For instance, it doesn't have a place to put a winch on here, so I've got to get some plate, and I'm gonna make a spot for a winch up there on the deck. And then also I moved a shipping container with it not that long ago. I've only had it for about 2 weeks, but I needed to move a shipping container on some other property, and I didn't move it far. I just put the shipping container on there enough to move it from, you know, point A to point B on the property. But when the shipping container is on the steel, it slides great. When it catches the wood, it's pretty bad. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna replace these inner boards here, maybe with some plate, some flat plate. Probably not the full width of the board, but I'm definitely gonna run it all the way up to the front. That way the corners of those containers can ride on there, and you can see the middles catch a little bit too, but I want a majority of wood, because once you have a full metal trailer, things start sliding around. But anyway, oh, and I might do a lip on here. Take a piece of 3/8 angle and add a lip off the back, because when it comes down, it's still got a little bit of a lip, but when you're doing a shipping container, you got to pull it up over that lip. I want it to be a smoother transition. So overall, it's a great trailer. It comes in at $9,500, somewhere around there. So that gives me about 16.5 of weight on it. You know, so it does what I needed to do, and it's a huge time saver and upgrade compared to that other gooseneck that you guys probably won't be seeing too much more of, because I plan on getting rid of it. So anyway, let's get over here and let's get mowing. One more thing real quick. I was gonna put the drone up in the air so you guys could see how big the pond actually was and everything, but it turns out this area is a restricted area, because right on the other side of that tree line over there, there is a, I guess, a power substation or a data center or something like that. So it's restricted airspace. I can't put the drone up here, so no drone footage for this one. So quick update on the channel for you guys. I haven't given up on the channel, but we did have to slow down with posting, and that's for a few reasons. One, I just have more footage than I have time to edit. And along with editing and taking care of this channel, I also have a business that I need to run, and that requires a lot of me. So starting this channel was the equivalent of starting 2 full-time jobs, and at the moment I just can't manage them both at the same time right now. So I'm gonna try to start posting more frequently, but I will end up needing to eventually get some help with editing. That way I can film and the footage can be edited, because I just don't have time to sit down and edit it, as well as do everything that I need to do for my business overall. So I'm sorry we haven't been posting as much as we did in the beginning. I've got a little less free time. The season picked up, and I'm trying to find the balance for you guys. Real quick explanation. Right here, I'm trying to stay on that concrete bottom that you see. It drops off about a foot to a foot and a half on either side here. And since we dredged this out a few months back and all that sediment is piling up right here, I decided that I'm going to go ahead and get past it and clear this. That way I can give them a bit more life out of the job that we did for them a few months ago. we're done. All loaded up. Our latches are locked. Our machine's on. And we're done. From all the way down there, the little bit that they had, to this area right here that they couldn't get to. And as a little bit of bonus, since we dredged it out for them like 3 or 4 months ago, it was already starting to build sediment up again. You guys saw that island, so I went ahead and cleared it all the way down to the turn, so they don't have to call us back anytime soon. But all right, now that we're done, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, we've got plenty more on the channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care.